you soggy plonker, you preening wambit, you widdly flumbucket, you chimney crim cram. As we hurtle towards the holiday season where my people go eat egg foo young and see the latest Marvel movie while the Gentiles stay home and spend time with their families, I would like to introduce a new Christmas tradition, and that is trolling Gordon Ramsay. This is Gordon Ramsay's famous recipe for Christmas pudding, a time-honored tradition that I know literally nothing about, so I plan on making it with 7-Eleven ingredients. Gordon, you preening twit, you lazy sod, you dodgy plonker, I'm coming for your brand, mate. All right, well, we've broken the recipe down into 3 easy steps. You can snag the time codes right there. We also got a full written recipe down in the description. Let's get cooking. Christmas pudding, what is it? I really have no idea. I don't know how British people use the term pudding because there's Yorkshire pudding, but also you can't have your pudding until you've eaten your meat, but also maybe all desserts are pudding, but also Christmas pudding and figgy pudding are a thing. So this is actually Gordon Ramsay's mother's recipe that Gordon said he was making a lighter version of, and there's a hilariously awkward video of Gordon making it with his mother where she does not seem all too pleased.
Steamed, yeah, sponge pudding. Why are you looking at
Christmas? Sponge pudding, why?
Gordon, if there's one thing we can really bond over, it's a strained relationship with our mothers. Come into the Mythical kitchen if you want to talk. Anywho, what we're gonna do, this is a steamed dessert, and so we're gonna steam it in our pudding basin. This is also a mixing bowl that I eat my Greek yogurt out of in the morning. Still smells like yogurt. So we've added some butter to that, and then you'll see. Gordon Ramsay typically adds bay leaves to the bottom of it, which I think is actually a really good move. Bay leaves in cake are a really fantastic combination. However, they do not have bay leaves at the old 7-Eleven. What they do have, rips. It's like a Sour Patch Kid that got ran over by a Nissan Altima, and now these are our bay leaves. And these are gonna perfume it quite nicely, in a way. We'll see. So we're adding, yeah, the fresh herb selection at the 7-Eleven, not as good as it used to be. I'll tell you what, they are a little shorter. Also, the fresh produce. I'm a person who buys bananas at the 7-Eleven though, because like, oh, it's a nice snack. You need a diet energy drink, got a banana to keep you going. Fresh produce, orange. A little more yellow than I'd really want an orange to be, but we're gonna add some orange zest to the bottom of this. Again, you're adding sort of like aromatics to the bottom of your pudding basin. In this way, it's gonna just make your pudding smell like all these things. That's what it is, you know, aromatic, it's the smelly good stuff. That's what you want. You're gonna zest some of the sticker. There we go. And now, Gordon Ramsay would typically do maple syrup. He pairs his with a whiskey cream. We'll get to what we're doing later. It's so dumb, we're so stupid. But anyways, we don't have maple syrup, so we offered to buy one of the full Torani syrup pumping machines at the coffee station. Dude charges $16.99 for it, and he was not phased. It seems like people do that often to him. I guess nothing phases you if you're a 7-Eleven employee at this point, you know, so that's pretty chill. And with one of those, what does this taste like? Oh God, that's strong. Oh, it's like a bunch of hazelnuts just invaded my body. So now we're gonna start the base of our batter. Again, like I said, this is essentially a steamed cake, so it's like a nice wet batter. I'm gonna crack eggs into some butter. No, I should probably cream it with the sugar first. I'm gonna add some brown sugar. They actually do have a solid grocery section at the 7-Eleven. If you ever need to go get a can of beefaroni, which sometimes you do, you can go get that at the 7-Eleven, which is pretty rad. So I'm gonna cream that butter. All right, so we're gonna crack some eggs. Also, they do sell eggs at the 7-Eleven-ish. Sometimes, I don't know. Do they? We're using our own eggs, sue me. We tried it without the eggs and it didn't work. I'm not a fraud, you're a fraud. Also, Gordon Ramsay, everyone's like, Gordon Ramsay's such a good chef. Yeah, because he uses ingredients meant to be in the food and then he learned how to do it. What a cop-out. A real chef would go to 7-Eleven and use rips and try and steal the Torani, and then the guy goes, you gotta pay for that. And I go, well, there's no price tag, therefore it's free. That's what a real chef would do. I go, you're not better than me. That's like being surprised that like LeBron James can dunk. It's like, yeah, he's 6'8" and an incredible athlete. He should be able to dunk. If Kevin Hart went up there and yammed on him, I'd be like, well, that's the surprise. No, LeBron James should be able to dunk. All right, so we're gonna add some eggs to all that. You should add them one at a time. In theory, you know, it doesn't matter. And then we're gonna take one of these here hazelnut creamers, and then we're just gonna take that like a shot, because that is a delight and it'll pep you up in the morning. Nicole, don't get another one. No, we don't need it. Here, I'll put the Torani. Nicole, throw it harder. Throw it as hard as you can. More. Wow. We dumped in 1 hazelnut creamer. And now, applesauce. Healthy snack for children. Buy some applesauce, give it to a kid, or put it in your pudding. How do you open it? Just kind of throw that in there. That's nice. That's just gonna give you some nice moisture. Actually, adding applesauce to cakes, I feel like it's a very Jewy thing. We do that. I don't know. Do you people do that? Well, not you people. I mean, like, that's like a very like Central European like apple cake. Also like Pennsylvania. I don't know. Peanut butter, great thing to bake with because it like tightens things up. So we're just gonna let this whip around for a bit. Next, we're gonna add our flour. Spoiler alert: we ain't got no flour. At Gordon Ramsay's restaurant in London, he's offering a $370 prix tasting menu for Christmas. I'll do you one better. You come meet me at a neutral location in Burbank, California, because I don't want you to know where the studio is. I'll give you a sack of wet ham for $8. The Starbucks of your choice. There's 8 of them in Burbank. We can meet at anyone. Sack of wet ham, $8. That's the Mythical Kitchen guarantee. Okay, we got our wets. We have our pudding basin that has been primed. We primed the pudding. And now we gotta make our flours. As I said, we ain't got no flours, but what we do got, we got individual portions of Apple Jacks. So we're just gonna go ahead and add some of that. I like this because it's like Fruit Loops, except it's only got 1 fruit, and it's apples. Apple Loops, is what they should have called it. Got them. So I'm gonna add that to food processor. Another flour, granola, crunchy, palm heel straight. Get it in there. And now we're gonna add this. We also got Della Rosa Mazapan. Della Rosa Mazapan, I was reared on this because my dad worked at a 99-cent store and he used to steal a lot of candy. And then he would give it to me, and this was my favorite candy that I stole. If you can't tell, yes, I do come from money. So we're gonna take, this is really good. It's like a powdered peanut and sugar candy, and like this is the only thing more crumbly in the world than a Nature Valley granola bar. And like even just unwrapping it is a task. Oh, give me some of that sweet, mazapan. It's like that powdered peanut butter that bodybuilders use, except it's like 90% sugar and it's so good. But that said, peanuts got fat in it, and so that's gonna work really well in this pudding, or so's I think, to soak up all that liquid from the wets, because we've got the wets and we got the dries. And keep crumbling some of those little bad boys in there. Gee, these are so good, man. You guys eat Della Rosa Mazapan? Yeah. Yeah, this might just be a California 7-Eleven thing, but boy, am I glad they had it. All right, pop some of that in there. Okay, and now we're gonna flip. Shoot. Baking powder. They got this at 7-Eleven. I want this thing to actually work, so like, bear with me. Bear with me real quick. Nope, that ain't it. Well, we still gotta put that in there. Ah, there we go. All right, so we're just gonna buzz this up, and then we're gonna kind of mash it around with our wets here. Butter and eggs didn't cream like I wanted them to. That's okay, we're steaming it all together, who cares? Give it a little shake. You want all that granola to be buzzed up? Oh, more Apple Jacks in it. We got apples in here. We got a hazelnut running as a thread through both. So this is kind of like an apple hazelnut Christmas pudding. You're seeing the flavor combinations work. Those are 2 things that I enjoy together. I think it's gonna work. I think it's gonna work out. I think it's gonna be rad. I think it's gonna be better than Gordon Ramsay's. Also, he just started a production company, and now I realize that, like, I really can't pitch that guy anything after all that I've done. GG, Gordon, you win. Not that you didn't already win with your, like, hundreds of millions of dollars, you know, but, like, you know, I'm proud of what we do, but, like, what are you gonna do? When I start my own chef-driven protein bar and male lingerie company, Gordon, you're not gonna get a sponsorship from us. Well, the whole idea of it, it's based around denim thongs. We're calling them jongs, but it's like it's sexy, but it's still like tasteful, like not kind of like, you know, not like a male gaze kind of thing. It's like a, you know, it's like for your own, but again, only dudes. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and mix the Apple Jacks in there. The thought of denim up your butt crack all day, that was nice. And we're gonna mixy. I was just saying, Josh, this looks like slop right now, but nope, not again, because we're gonna steam it. Steam slop. We're gonna make steam slop. Yeah, this is the right order of operations. Let's figure it out. So we're gonna dump all of our slop on top of the rips and also the orange zest and the Torani. All right, so I got the pudding. It's gonna rise in there because we got a little bit of baking powder in there. And now what we're gonna do, we're gonna take a little piece of parchment paper. This is so it doesn't stick and so you can unsheath it nice and beautifully because presentation matters. You eat with your eyes first. And then we're gonna take foil and wrap this to create an airtight seal. So that way you're not getting the water in there. It's just gonna be all of that indirect heat from the water. And then now we're gonna, hold on. We got a little thing. Got a nice little quiche tart, because you know how much quiches we make in the Mythical Kitchen. And so we're gonna take this and we're gonna add it as like a little podium. Ow! The water's hot. Fudge. Well, now it's just floating, but what we can do, we can like, yeah, we'll mash that down, and then we're gonna take a weight. We're gonna take a bacon weight. We've wrapped in foil. We're gonna pop that on top of there, and now we're gonna take a bunch more foil. We should have just like bought a honey bun from 7-Eleven and eaten it in our cars like God intended on Christmas. That's what it's in the Torah, actually, that God wants you to do. Like, yeah, treat yourself, grab a honey bun. Don't even wait till you get home, just eat it in the car. Get an Arizona iced tea, get a mucho mango, you deserve it. You've been good. All right, so we have it all wrapped up. We're gonna let this steam for about 2 hours, but of course we have some fine garnish work to get to. Reckon we got everything we need to finish off our Christmas pudding. Let's take a little peek-see here. It's been steaming for about 2 hours. Let it cool down just a little bit, try and set up. I'm just gonna rip off that stupid foil, take off the parchment. I mean, it looks like a pudding. Might have collapsed inside, probably on account of we used Apple Jacks instead of flour. But again, that's what separates me and Gordon Ramsay, because he's afraid and I'm not. So let's go ahead and do one of these bad boy maneuvers. Yeah! Flip it. The power of Christ compels you. It's Christmas. Birth of Jesus. He was born in the spring. So, describe the weather in the Bible. I ain't got weather like that. All right, so the rip stuck a little bit. But that's cool. Sometimes bay leaves and we just kind of put that, it's kind of a little melty. That's okay. No, we planned for this. It smells like pure, it's like a candy factory lit on fire. All right, piss off. That's what Gordon Ramsay yells at people. Garnishes. What we're gonna do, we're gonna make, Gordon Ramsay made a whiskey cream. They don't sell hard liquor at 7-Eleven. Disregard this Everclear, it's from my personal stash. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna make a little Buzzballs whipped cream. Also, we took an entire Four Loko and we reduced it down in a pot, which that was a heck of a smell coming from the kitchen yesterday. God, that's a throwback to the high school, college, adult days. But we're gonna make a, you'll see, just watch. I'm gonna take this and we're pour it into a blender. This is melted vanilla ice cream. And then I'm gonna take a bunch of Coffee Mate non-dairy creamer. There's just dairies in this. Can't tell. I thought I'd be able to tell. And we're gonna dump a whole lot of that in there. It's just to thicken it. Let's make it nice and thick. And then, because Gordon added whiskey, so what we're gonna do, Buzzballs. If you're not familiar with Buzzballs, it looks like a single-serve tennis ball can, except you drink out of it, and it is violently green. And the last time I drank it was at a parking lot in Middletown, New York on December 17th, 2013, pre-gaming The Hobbit 2, The Desolation of Smaug. Benedict Cumberbatch, this one goes out to you, baby. We're just gonna add a little bit of, I'm not gonna drink it. Wow, that smells like just you melted Jolly Ranchers with vodka. A little splashy splash there, just to lighten it up. Now, what do you think it's gonna turn into? No, we didn't test any of this out. We're just gonna. I don't know. We'll see. Something's gonna happen. Might need more creamer. Tastes like Van's Warped Tour. Anyone else Locos and Warped Tour? Fantastic pairing. Looking a little thin. Looking a little thin. It's somehow thinner than when we started. So what I'm gonna do, hold on. We're gonna add more dairy per dairy. Just thicken it, and I'm gonna add a couple of Apple Jacks to it. No, mazapan. Where's the mazapan? Do we have more? Here's the thing, Gordon Ramsay in this moment, he wouldn't know what to do, but me and my trained eye as a chef, we know to get more mazapan. Where is the mazapan? You soggy plonka, you preening wambit, you widdly flumbucket, you chimney crim cram, you bog wobble, you hob slob, you slag muncher. We're hoping the peanut power of mazapan can thicken this. Add a couple. This is gonna be weird, man. That looks good. This is gonna taste good, because all the ingredients we put in it taste good. You know, you got the hazelnut syrup, you got the rips, everyone loves a good rip candy. You got Apple Jacks, that's a delightful cereal. Single fruit flavored loop. And now we're cooking with gas. It's still pretty thin, if I'm being honest. Hey, they sell Ready Whip at the 7-Eleven? Hold on, it's kind of the texture of eggnog now. Creme anglaise. Spoon it around a Christmas pudding. Hold on, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, so, okay, beautiful. There we go. And now we'll serve some of that on the side. And then I'll take some of our Four Loko syrup, and we're kind of just going to hit it with that. Beautiful, beautiful, lovely garnish work, Josh. Thanks, Josh. And then one more thing that we got to do. I'm saving that one. It's Friday somewhere, right? Annalise, you got lights queued? Yeah. All right, we're going to, Gordon Ramsay lit stuff on fire because it tricks people into thinking you're fancy when really you're just unnecessary, risk-taking edgelord. And so what I'm going to do is, here's a little bit of 150, or what's it called, Everclear? I'm just gonna add that to the thing, and I'm gonna light it on fire, and then I'm gonna pour it on this thing, and we're gonna shut down the light so it looks really cool. We're adding dubstep in post, right? The Prestige! That's it, that's all, we made it. We did the Gordon Ramsay Christmas pudding made from 7-Eleven ingredients. Looks just like his. All right, so we lit it on fire. I added a little bit of whipped cream, and then we hit it with that Four Loko syrup. Now we're just throwing some Apple Jacks on it, and there you go. There's Gordon Ramsay's Christmas pudding made with 7-Eleven ingredients. What did you expect? Did you expect anything better? Anything worse? Gordon Ramsay, do you love me? I love you. That's why I do this. It's like you have a crush on someone in elementary school. You kind of pester them and annoy them because you don't know how to properly process your feelings. That's what this is. This is a cry for help. All right, let's dig in. I don't know what place to start. I'm gonna avoid the rips because my teeth don't like gummy candies anymore. And we're just gonna dig in. The texture is nice and dense. Wait, hold on. I gotta show them one thing. So we made Gordon Ramsay's actual Christmas pudding yesterday just to like see what we're up against. I wanna taste them side by side because like this looks a little gross. This don't look too much better. Yeah, this is a metaphor for British food. It's kind of like wet steamed goop. It tastes pretty good. Got it in my mind. Oh, that's the Everclear. I got a really bitter bite. That's the Everclear. But hold on. Everyone shut the S up. Cake for cake, pudding for pudding, if you will, in Plonkerland over there. This is not much different, and it's pretty freaking good. The things that throw you are the sour. That said, the marzipan and the Apple Jacks actually give this a better texture overall than Gordon Ramsay's real Christmas pudding. If you look at it, I mean, like, take a slice out. It ain't much different. It's the same, it's just steamed goop. All British food is steamed goop. It might as well be from a 7-Eleven, you know? The cream's weird. Not gonna run from that fact. The Four Loko just tastes like poison. Your body wants to reject it. But all the other parts of this is a delight. We did it. Gordon Ramsay, we win again. We stay winning. You might have your empire, hundreds of millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of fans that adore you, a family that you love. You know what we have? Plethora of 7-Elevens in Burbank that we patronize, and we love them, and they love us. And I saw one of the real Shaws of Sunset at one of them, and he bought a banana. You know, and that's something you can't put a price on. Anyways, let's go spork someone. Christian! Hey, man.
Oh, hey, Josh.
You want to eat some Gordon Ramsay's Christmas pudding, but made with 7-Eleven ingredients? Wait, is this the first time I can pull up a chair during this segment? Heck yeah, dude. I don't get to sit down very often. Okay, here, you take this and you film me, and then I'm gonna film you eating inside your mouth. Dude, your mustache looks sick.
Oh, you like it?
Did you just trim it? Because you had the goatee.
Yeah, so I was kind of like getting a little neat and, you know, try to spruce it up for Thanksgiving.
Can I just get a close up? Watch the spork, watch the spork.
Ooh, yeah,
that's nice.
yeah,
All right, okay. So,
wait, explain to me what exactly.
Wait, Annalise, where's the Gordon Ramsay one? Annalise, okay, this is a Christmas pudding. It's a British dish. It's made just by like steaming a bunch of like ingredients together. It's like a steamed cake. This is Gordon Ramsay's original Christmas pudding. So give that a taste.
Are we getting it?
There it is, nice.
Oh, I get like that soft texture first, and then it's getting mixed in with the bread. Oh, that's nice.
It's nice, right? All right, so this has been made with exclusively 7-Eleven ingredients, including a whole reduced Four Loko. And it's mostly Apple Jacks and Della Rosa Mazapan.
Oh, I love me some Apple Jacks.
All right, let me know which one you prefer.
Ooh, that Four Loko's cutting through.
Yeah, really, it's the first thing you get. Brings you back, don't it?
I gotta say, that one's definitely tastes more traditional. This one's fun.
It's fun though, right?
It's very fun. It's a little, can I get another one?
Yeah, oh, I forgot I'm feeding you. Yeah. You get a big bite. Wait, oh yeah, there's some sour candies on there. Because Gordon Ramsay used bay leaves. There it is. That's a good ret thumbnail face.
Oh, Oh, I kicked it up a notch.
Right? It's like when a new Marvel movie comes out and IHOP's like, this is the Hulk Avengers pancakes or some green crap on it. And it's not great, but it's fun.
I would totally buy this at IHOP.
Dude, that's the greatest compliment you can pay a chef, is when you say that I'd buy this from an IHOP.
You're welcome.
Christian, thank you so much for being a spork man. Thank you so much for stopping by the Mythical Kitchen. We got new episodes for you every week. We got new episodes of our podcast, A Hot Dog's a Sandwich, every Wednesday, wherever you get your podcasts. Hit us up on Instagram at Mythical Kitchen with pictures of your mythical dishes. And don't forget to tag Gordon Ramsay and call him a plodding, sopping, wagwumper wanker. Thanks. See y'all next time. The Mythical Kitchen's favorite way to obliterate garlic, immortalized in t-shirt form. Get the Palm Heel Strike tee now at mythical.com.